Now then, slackers. Why aren't you doing some grafting?
Because we didn't hear you coming.
Thank you, King of Comedy. Now, pull your fingers out, lads. Sooner you finish mucking out here, the faster you can get up to Lisa's and do an honest day's work.
Aye, Lisa's. You don't get up there much, do you?
What's your point?
Nothing. His bird's married, and the poor sap hasn't got a clue.
What are we going to do?
Well, we're going to have to tell him, aren't we?
He'll go ballistic when he finds out.
Aye, and rightly so. The woman stringing him along.
Hey, you haven't seen me dad when his temper's up. He makes Mike Tyson look like one of the Care Bears. He'll put himself in prison when he finds out the truth.
So what's the solution, mastermind?
A man's got to do what a man's got to do. I'll go and confront Lisa about it.
Now remember, young lady, you go nowhere near that Andy.
He's my friend.
Not anymore, it isn't.
It's not fair. You can't tell me what mates to have.
It's for your own good.
What do you care? Don't have time for me anymore.
Donna! You know things have been difficult. Look, I tell you what. I'll ask Mr. Towner if I can have the night off and we get a video in, eh?
Hiya, Donna!
You go ahead, I'll catch you up. Everything all right, Viv? As a matter of fact, no. I got enough trouble in my life without him adding to it.
Oh, it's hardly fair to blame everything on Andy.
Oh, really? Well, my Donna had never been in a scrap of trouble at school. Till he came along.
Look, we're all sorry that this happened, but aren't you blowing things out of proportion?
I'm sure your social work is all very laudable, but you get nothing but grief from him.
Kelly, has he threatened you to keep quiet?
It's not even worth an answer.
Because if he's got some sort of hold on you, just tell me. I'm your dad, I'll sort him out.
Shut up.
You what?
Sorry, which words didn't you understand? For the last time, Tom has never laid a finger on me. For God's sake, just drop it. You're driving me mad.
I know you're lying.
You know nothing.
Gotcha.
No, I don't think it'd be a good idea, Kim. Of course not. Look, all right, look, I'll think about it and I'll ring you back.
Who was that?
Oh, worry, Sarah.
Oh, what's she want?
You know, just worried about Andy.
Look, don't say I said out, but I think they've bitten off more than you chew with that lad.
There you go. £350,000. Do you want to count it?
Not particularly. Here's the signed paperwork.
Oh, I can't wait to see Dad's face when he learns that I've snatched the stables right from under his nose.
His own son. And you hate him as much as I do.
No, I don't hate the old man. It's just that Papa casts a very long shadow. Pulled himself up by his bootstraps and all that.
He has worked hard for it.
Yeah, well, I'm heartily sick of hearing how I've had it all on a plate. Not once has he trusted me with anything half decent round here.
Maybe you're not up to it, Chris. What do they say? Talent always skips a generation.
Yeah. Well, I'll show you, him, everyone. I've got big plans for Home Farm.
And what will Papa have to say about that?
Dad won't be around forever. Whatever he says, that ticker of his is shot.
Callous to a fault.
And you're not? So, where are you clearing off to with your little nest egg? Florida? Antibes?
You'll find out where I'm going and what I'm doing soon enough. And you'd never guess in 1,000 years.
Like I care. Well, no rest for the wicked. Well, don't spend it all at once, eh?
Is everything all right? You look terrible.
I'm fine.
Yeah. There. Good boy. Oh.
Sophie, could I ask you a big favour?
Those holier-than-thou Sugdens. If that Andy goes anywhere near her, I don't know, I'll swing for him.
It's not Donna you should be worried about. She's only bunked off school for a day.
The last time there's nothing between Tom and Kelly.
It's amazing. He's even managed to pull the wool over your eyes, hasn't he?
Oh, drop it, Vic.
Well, I know the truth.
You're making life hell for Kelly. It's not fair. I trust her. She's done nothing wrong.
Well, that's all you know. But never mind. By the time I've finished with him, that pervert will have got the sack, and he won't be living round here.
And the only evidence you've got is the word of an old busybody like Betty Eggleton. And she's had it in for me for months. Ever thought she might be trying to create mischief between us?
It's not the only evidence I've got.
All right, lads.
Sir. Back into the lion's den, Tom? Good to have you back.
Shame I had to be away in the first place.
Oh, you know the regulations. Everything has to be squeaky clean. Afraid you fell foul of a rather overzealous parent.
Look, I didn't want to mention it earlier, but there have been quite a few problems in the Windsor household.
Oh?
The mother's run off with a man from across the road. I'm afraid Mr. Windsor's rather bitter and mixed up at the moment.
Well, that explains a lot.
Quite. To tell you the truth, I haven't any rancour towards the chap. Actually, I feel quite sorry for him.
Morning, Kelly. Everything okay?
Yes, sir.
Have I got a bogey or something?
No. Butch wanted to ask you something.
Go on, then.
Lisa, I want to know the truth.
About what, love?
Are you...
Yes?
Well, are you... Oh, ruddy hell.
Lads, hey up, Lisa. Look at this bit of scrap I picked up for you. Go smash it next to your fireplace.
Oh, you are thoughtful, Zach.
Hey, you're worth it. You light up my life.
Mwah. Oh, sorry, Butch. What was it you wanted to ask me?
Nothing.
What's going on?
Oh, I'm just enjoying the floor show.
Sorry. I didn't see you there.
Where have they gone, Sophie?
They've just gone for a quick stroll.
Do I need to put it on the line? You tell me where they are, or as from now, you're sacked.
Well, she asked me not to tell anyone.
I bet she did. Come on, Sophie, where's Kim? And what is she up to?
It's not fair of you to put me on the spot like this.
Right, pack your bags. I want you out of here.
She's gone to see Jan Glover.
I don't believe it. I'll speak to you later, Sophie. I'm going to sort this out once and for all. There you go, love. Hey, Al. Do you know it's 2 years this week since I moved into Emmerdale?
My, doesn't time fly when you're enjoying yourself?
Thanks a lot. Any road, I was thinking of having a celebrity booze up. What do you reckon?
Why not? I could do with cheering up myself. No offence, but Viv's been getting on my nerves today.
Oh, she really wanted the night off.
Yeah, but it was impossible, and at such short notice.
Ah, but it's me that's going to cop for a bad mood.
Well, that's your problem.
Hey, Steve. You'll come, won't you?
Where?
Here, Wednesday night for a few drinks to celebrate me being an Emmerdale.
Yeah, great.
Hey, tell Rachel to come and all.
Right.
Usual?
Yeah.
I think we should look at putting up our prices. They've been the same for over a year now.
Most certainly. I'm all in favour of more of the green folding stuff.
I've sounded out a couple of potential new suppliers. I reckon we could cut our food bill by about 15%.
Excellent. So tell me, what's happened to the Cathy who was quite happy just running a little tea shop?
Well, apart from Alice, the business is all I've got now. I intend to make that part of my life work.
Well said.
And before I forget, you still haven't shown me the up-to-date accounts for the wine bar.
Ah, how remiss of me.
Look at your face. Like you cut your finger on a get well card.
I'm in a dilemma.
A sensitive matter concerning our esteemed Uncle Zachariah.
It's Lisa. She's only married.
OK, I'll buy it. What's the punchline?
The punchline is he lives at the farm and his name's Barry.
He must have got it wrong.
Hey, listen, we met him and he told us he's Lisa's husband.
You cheating old bug. It'll break Uncle Zach's heart.
Aye. And then Uncle Zach will break Barry's skull.
But he's mad about her. How could she string him along like this? It's criminal.
Well, that's as may be. But the question is, what are we going to do about it?
We can't put it off any longer. Let's go home and break the bad news.
No. You don't say out yet. First, I want to have a little word with the pig woman, and I'll sort what needs sorting. No one cheats on a dingle and gets away with it.
It's just you're the only person I can tell that I can trust. Frank's been very threatening. He's been hitting me.
I'm sorry, but you said on the phone this was about James.
Well, it is. He's your grandson. Do you want him to see his mother being hit?
What happens between you and Frank is none of my business. If he's hitting you, why don't you go to the police?
And who are they going to believe?
Make them believe.
You don't understand the hold that man has over me.
You're imagining it.
He's out to get me, and I'm scared. Frank will stop at nothing to get what he wants.
Don't be daft.
What evil are you weaving now? Get into the car. There's no need for amateur dramatics.
Oh, this is for real, Frank.
I don't know what she's told you, and quite frankly, I don't really care.
Well, she told me plenty.
Jan, if you cause me any more trouble, you and your family will be out of this house. And please, from now on, stay away from my son, okay?
Hello, Mandy. What can I do for you? You can stick your chin on the end of this. Oh!
What the hell do you think you're playing at?
I can ask you the same thing, adulteress!
What?
Does the name Barry ring a bell?
Oh, I've been trying to keep him a secret.
Talk about brazen. So is he your husband, then?
Yes, but it's not how it looks.
I really like you, Lisa. I thought you were the best thing that ever happened to my Uncle Zach.
Oh, love, I hope I still am. I really love him, you know.
Yeah, you've got a funny way of showing it.
Let me explain.
No! You explain it to Uncle Zach. I'll give you till 5 o'clock. If you haven't owned up by then, I'd dig yourself a big hole. Because this farm is where World War III's going to be starting.
You keep this up and I'm going to have you certified.
Perhaps you're right. Maybe I am mad.
I couldn't care less what goes on in your mind. But if you know what's good for you, you'll do exactly as I tell you from now on.
God, how I despise you.
The feeling is completely mutual, darling. You better start getting your act together too, Sophie. My orders were not to let Kim take James out of your sight.
I know, I just
I
thought
don't
that...
pay you to think. I pay you to obey orders. Now, if this happens one more time, you're down the road without a reference. Do you understand?
Yes.
I want this taken to the next governor's meeting.
Mr. Windsor, if you do, there's every chance that the press could get hold of it. Do you really want to see your daughter's name plastered all over the local rag?
Don't try and make me feel guilty. If you supervised your teachers properly in the first place, this would never have happened.
You have no evidence.
No? Right. You read that then. Go on.
Be strong, keep faith. The fuss'll soon die down, Tom.
Yeah. Yeah. And a cross, you know, for a kiss.
I'm sorry, but this is hardly incriminating evidence.
What do you think he's talking about?
I do know that Mr. Bainbridge has been helping Kelly through a bad patch.
Hey?
I gather she's been very upset about you and your wife's, well, marital problems.
It's none of your damn business.
I know it must have been painful for you, but don't take it out on your daughter. Please, reconsider.
Over my dead body.
Don't I clear that mess up? I'm about to serve tea.
Should I?
Because I said so.
But you said you'd ask Mr. Turner for the night off so we could get a video.
Yeah, well, Mr. Turner thinks we'll be too busy.
Don't want to eat any tea. Move to my room.
Donna, come here!
Sorry about that, Al.
And so am I, Terry. It's bad enough living in this madhouse situation without Viv trying to blame me for her own parental shortcomings.
Yeah, well, I'll have a word.
It's high time you had more than that. Now sort yourself out, Terry. I'm getting to the end of my tether with you and Viv and the whole of this setup.
What exactly are you saying, Al?
Do I have to spell it out? It's time you all found somewhere else to live.
Is this an ultimatum?
Well, you can stay here until you find somewhere else. But yes, it is an ultimatum.
Oh, is that... What's happened to you?
Oh, it's nothing. Zach, there's something I have to tell you. It's all very difficult, really. Complicated. Messy.
Are you taking the long and winding road on this, or can I look forward to a shortcut?
Sorry. It's just that this isn't easy. Zach, I've got a husband. We've been married for 20 years.
Ah, Miss Dingle. And what time zone are we working in today?
I had some family business to sort, Eric.
You're late. 1 hour to be precise. 30 minutes yesterday, an hour today. What's tomorrow's ETA, eh?
Don't give me grief, Eric. I'm not in the mood.
And, I do realise that the Dingle Code of Hygiene isn't quite up to EEC standards, but, even I draw the line at dung in the hair.
Aha, the late Miss Dingle. What's the excuse this time?
Well, it's OK, we've done that one. Now, can we change the subject, please?
Certainly. Well, how about putting less fruit salad into each bowl? You trying to bankrupt us?
Oh, My Perfect Job by Mandy Dingle, working with Eric and Kathy.
The feeling's entirely mutual, Mandy. I think we're all getting a bit tired of your cheek, the bad timekeeping.
So what's your point?
The point is, young lady, that if you don't buck your ideas up, Kathy and I will have to review our staffing arrangements.
OK, so you want to play it by the book?
Yes.
Regarding timekeeping?
Absolutely.
Good.
Now what are you doing?
I'm going home.
You can't do that.
Huh. Eric, last week I worked 3 extra nights for you, at short notice, mind, and you said that I can take time off in lieu when convenient.
But what about tonight? We've got a whole load from Houghton Building Society coming in.
Fruit salad, meet Eric. He's going to be looking after you from now on. Toodle pip.
Mandy, you can't leave us on the lurch like... Mandy!
If there's no to it, then why the hell have you kept it secret?
I've been trying to tell you for weeks. But I never found the right moment. It's not easy to explain.
You're damn right it's not. What's his name?
Barry.
Right. Barry is a dead man.
Oh, don't be so daft. Look, I know this has come as a shock to you, love, but like I say, we've been separated for over 10 years now. He lives in one of the outbuildings. We can go for weeks without clapping eyes on one another.
If you're meant to be split up, then why is he still living at the farm?
Neither of us could afford to buy the other one out. Anyway, you're one to talk. You're still married to Nellie.
She's living in Timbuktu. It's completely over between me and her. Does Barry still carry a torch for you, then?
No. And we've not shared a bed in nearly 15 years. It's all in the past. You and me are the present and the future. I love you, Zach.
It's doing my head in, is this?
I know, but you do believe me, don't you?
What if Frank is hitting her? We ought to do something.
Oh, come on. Can you see a wildcat like Kim Tate letting Frank hit her? She's playing games with your love.
But what if she's not? She's the mother of Dave's child. She does love our son.
Our son is dead. For God's sake, woman, stop trying to keep him alive through James and Kim.
Why shouldn't I try and keep his memory alive?
Because you're going to break up the family.
What?
All we ever hear is Dave this, Dave that. His death hit us all hard. Now we're trying to get on with our lives. If you don't do the same and stop this endless obsession with James and Kim, you're going to see me walking out that front door.
Ned.
And where have you been?
Sleeping with the headmaster.
Don't get clever with me. Do you want some tea?
Not particularly.
Well, I've made sure your Mr. Bainbridge gets what's coming to him.
What are you talking about?
You'll see.
Oh, I hate you.
Oh, don't be so stupid.
You don't trust me. You spy on me all the time. You're like a prison guard, not a father.
Right, now, that's enough.
No, there's something I want you to hear. It wasn't because of Tom that I ran away. It was because of you. And I wish I'd never come back.
The bloke hasn't even got a key to the house anymore. She's married in name only.
And you really believe that load of old rollock?
You implying that Lisa is a liar?
Well, she lied about having an husband.
She did not. She just neglected to mention it. Till now.
Ah, maybe she forgot, eh?
I never took you for a mug, Uncle Zach, but you're screwing up big time here. In fact, she's spinning you the biggest yarn ever.
Who am I trying to kid? I want to believe her, but, well, you're right. Does sound unlikely, doesn't it?
Well, she'll go round and bash the truth out of her.
Hold your horses, tank girl. Heard about your wrestling exploits. Fighting won't solve now.
Well, why don't you stake out her house? You know, like a private detective. Then you'd find out for definite what's going on with her and this Barry one, wouldn't you?
Someone get me a drink. Softhead's talking sense for once.
You're right, Ned. It is time to look forward.
Well, thank God you finally come to your senses, because you've been driving us mad, you know.
Oh, I'm sorry, love. You know what you said earlier? Really shocked me. Made me really start looking to my priorities. I've had 3 lovely kids, and I've got a smashing husband. I don't want anything to jeopardise that.
Let's just let our David rest in peace, eh?
Pint, Jack? Aye, and a word with your barmaid.
Sarah, rattle your cage.
I don't want to get into a row. I just want you to give Andy a chance. What you said to him earlier, well, it hasn't helped.
Couldn't care less. It's my Donna I'm worried about, not that little troublemaker.
That's enough, Viv.
No, flaming isn't. I tell you something for nothing, Jack. Do you know why we moved up to Emmerdale? To get away from council estate hooligans like Andy.
Hey, now, just a minute.
Come on, Viv. It's neither the time nor the place.
I'm so sorry about that, Jack. I'll have a word with her.
Oh, don't bother, Alan. She's not worth it.
What's up with you? Do you want the whole village against us?
Just leave it, Terry. It's none of your business anyway.
Oh, aren't you right? I mean, after all, I just happen to live with you and Donna.
You know what I mean.
No, I don't. And I'm sick of being excluded. Do you want this relationship to work or not?
It's been a bad day, Terry. Don't you start on me and all.
Oh, you should listen to yourself, Viv. You're always blaming somebody else for your problems.
What the hell are you talking about?
Well, it's you that split your family up, not Jack or Sarah or Andy. It's you that brought Donna in here, not Alan Turner.
Yes, and who did I do it for?
Exactly. So why don't you let me help you be a proper part of your life?
Oh, shut up, Terry. I've had enough.
Yeah? Well, so have I. You're no fun, Viv, and neither's this relationship.
Then why don't you get out of it, then?
Yeah. Why don't I?